think investigations, internal investigations such as this is enough?
Well, you also had several questions there, Mark, but I think that the idea is how do we move forward considering that there is an impression that there is corruption in the judiciary. Corruption has always been alleged in the judiciary, and some of those charges have been proven. Now, this therefore means that I am not a Chief Justice that wishes to uphold the judiciary by going into a state of denial. I face facts as they come. The public must expect that we will do more of these investigations, even if in the short run it is hurtful to us. The reason for that is I have not known any institution in any society in history that has been able to do an honest-to-goodness house cleaning without pain. It is always painful, it is always inconvenient, it is always hurtful, it always destroys even personal relationships to set things right. And that is why the judiciary must be the first one to show an ability to withstand this kind of pain. And you know, every disclosure will have some of our people saying, see, there is really the judiciary, there is corruption, and this is why we really do not believe in the judiciary. But there are also some, and I hope that there are many, who will say, there is hope for the judiciary. And maybe even for other sectors as well, because they seem to be intent on genuinely accounting for their deeds or misdeeds. Now, if there is enough consensus that the judiciary must be given the chance to prove itself, maybe we will have the time to get our act together. Maybe we will be able to go through an honest-to-goodness introspection of ourselves and our conduct in relation to why our society is the way it is. And maybe we can say that because we have decided to really turn around, then we can influence really this country for the better and other sectors as well. So I'm taking this chance, Mark. I'm not afraid because more investigations of this type will send fear in the hearts of some people. They will complain, what kind of a leader is this that will allow the institution she leads to go through this very awkward and painful process? But how else can we turn an institution around? I know of no other way. No institution has sufficiently progressed by keeping its secrets unresolved and its sins unatoned for. There must be a reckoning, Mark. So that is what I am trying to impress on all. But at the same time, I have to understand that the judiciary is a very large ship. I had already adverted to that. You move it too much, too abruptly, and it has a danger of killing over, K-E-E, killing over and drowning its passengers. So I have to be careful. That is why the fact-finding committee of Justice Leonen on the Ma'am Arlene controversy is handled in the most delicate manner. We had already announced that there are now 4 formal administrative complaints where you have a due process, where you have an administrative process type of hearing and where the respondents are formally allowed to answer the charges. The fact that this is taking place, a few years ago, maybe people might not have believed, but I'm hoping people will start to believe. Thank you, Mark.
Next round? Okay, sige. Next to ask will be Malu Mangahas of PCIJ.
Good afternoon, Chief Justice. I'd like to follow through on the Ma'am Arlene investigation. Many years ago, we read stories about the best Supreme Court that money can buy in light of many years ago. Cases and complaints of litigants on both sides that some cases could be bought, MRs could be bought, but the suspected sources of that story were summoned by the Supreme Court for investigation. And I think you talked about the lack of witnesses lawyers would be hard put saying anything about judges and justices